Hi folks, it's Tuesday, April 13th. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 67. It's been rainy the last few days. The sun came out this afternoon, so I figured I'd take a walk, give you a bit of an update, but mostly this is a test of a new camera. I have the Insta360 One X2, and we'll see how it does on my first little excursion out into the property. Hopefully I've got this oriented right. We'll find out. Primarily what I'm doing is right now getting ready for bringing the backhoe in here to my house site and start digging up the stumps and leveling out the ground, seeing how uneven the ground is. There's bedrock underneath here and not very far, so we'll see how far down I can go, whether some of these boulders I'll be able to move them out of the way and clear all the trash off the ground, the forest trash that is, and determine how much fill I'm going to need to put in here to bring it up so I can pour a slab. The slab is kind of the priority this summer, and what I need to do is get the site ready for the slab, but I think I need to wait just because of the constraint on the property, or access that is. I need to wait to pour the slab to have the septic tank put in, septic tank and field, because the contractor is going to have to drive over where the slab is going to be. There really isn't any other access to it, so I'll get the septic tank put in place, then I'll pour the slab. But I figured I'd take a walk up here and see what this camera does. The audio is probably the bigger concern here, the audio quality. There are 4 microphones on this to give supposedly pretty good audio, and the YouTube examples that I watched seem to suggest that, but we'll see. Now, the main reason why I wanted a new camera, this sort in particular, I'm on my own here, and I'm not really inclined to setting up all sorts of extra cameras. So I wanted to see if there was a solution that allowed me to use one camera and select from the view that it generates the areas or the camera angles that might be useful in whatever activity I'm doing. And a 360 camera seemed to be a good option. And the reviews on this particular camera have been good. And the YouTube videos of the various functionality and the editing flexibility seemed to suggest that this was the way to go. Now I'm still going to use my other cameras. The cell phone that I've been using for the majority of my videos so far, attached to the DJI hand stabilizer, worked really well, and I'll probably use that again. And I also have a Yi 4K, and I'm thinking I'll probably set that up for kind of long duration time lapses. The image quality on that camera isn't as good, but I'm not all that concerned about it. Time lapses really aren't noted for being super quality images, at least the ones I've seen. But to have the option of, you know, going through my property like this and giving you a full 360-degree view of where I'm going, it's quite appealing. And then I'll also be able to select either watching me yak away or where I'm going. That's interesting. And also the ability to change the speed of the video at given points. I found that very attractive. Now, whether I've got that set up properly so I can do that, I'm not sure yet. There's a learning curve here, and we'll see. I like the wand, or the selfie stick, I guess. It's nice and firm and steady. And again, from the examples that I've seen online, there's all sorts of cool possibilities for either effects or, again, stretching time, even some kind of animation, stop motion sorts of effects. That really attracted me to the camera because I'm a big fan of stop motion. So we'll see. And coming into the woods like this changes the lighting, and I think that's going to be a good test. I'm hoping also with the 360 view that you get a bit better sense of the shape of the property. Over down on the, let's see, the east side here where my stream goes through the property, there's quite a steep area where that stream is, and it's hard to really appreciate that from the other cameras. Now, that's probably mostly me not having sorted out how best to shoot that sort of terrain, but this camera might help. And this is a regular circuit that I go around. If you look at some of the other videos that I've done, you might be able to compare what the old ones look like with, as I said, mostly my cell phone. And this example. I'm also going to be curious to see how the stabilization works on this. I was quite impressed with the examples that I saw. And I guess I'm going to have to get used to the notion that I don't actually have to move the camera around and point it at anything. It's taking the whole 360-degree view anyways. There is a setting in here that I can put in place to hold the camera to one viewpoint as I'm moving it around. And there's this picture-in-picture thing that I might use from time to time. We'll see. So around in a circuit, you'll see I still have a bunch of logs to move up to the mill, and now that the ground is starting to dry out, I'll be able to get the rest of the logs up the hill with my tractor and then get that mill set up. And that's going to be exciting. So that's it for now. More again soon.